Hi Leo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for October. I hope you're well. I do want to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Leo out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, get in where you fit in. And as always, Leo, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Leo? Leo. Leo. All right, Leo, you are starting out with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. You have the Nine of Swords, and you have the Tower in the reverse. So, Leo, I do feel like you are seated in a lot of anxiety, particularly at night. I do feel like a lot of you guys may be journaling and trying to move past it. But right now, it's like you're unable to see that there can be brighter days ahead. If you look at this card, I'm going to move it up a little closer. If you look at this card, this individual is in a lot of pain, a lot of anxiety here, but they don't see that right outside the window is a brighter day. Okay, so you're overwhelmed right now. It feels like with the anxiety, with the pain that you're experiencing. I do feel like there's somebody here that you're very angry with as well. This person likely caused a tower moment in your life, and I feel like you are trying to rebuild your energy, but it's almost like you're having a difficult time doing that, like you can't quite see your way out of all of this pain that you're currently in. You may be cutting somebody out of your life currently. I feel like sometimes you get very short-tempered with this person. You know, and it's because there's anger that's here. Let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Leo's energy. Show me who is in Leo's energy. All right. The person in your energy, we have the Eight of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. We have the Nine of Cups coming out along with the King of Cups. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. So the person that's in your energy is also going through a lot of anxiety. They're feeling trapped. There's constant thoughts. And I feel like this person is thinking about you a lot, almost to the point of obsessing. However, I will say that this person is also very concerned and worried about money and finances. They're not stable right now. So they could be very concerned about their money, about their finances. There's a sense here that they're preoccupied with financial matters. There's just a lot of instability in their life. They feel like they have lost you. They wonder about that. They think about that a lot. This is somebody who actually does have feelings and love for you. I feel like this person tries to keep an eye on you in some form. I don't know if they're looking at social media or talking to people you know, but I do feel like they try to keep an eye on you because they still have feelings and emotions for you. This is also showing up as somebody who is single as well. They're more focused right now on their finances and money, and they're also focusing on what it is that they really want in life. Now, that being said, I feel like this person sees you as wish fulfillment. So let me see the energy between you and this person. Show me the energy between Leo and this person. The Death card in reverse. So there's been a physical ending between the two of you, but there's still something that is connecting you. And I feel like the thing is that you're both starting to feel like that whatever that is that's connecting you, there's like something that's not quite over. There's a door that's still like partially opened, but it's on your side. you're the one who has that door partially opened. And I feel like as you're getting ready to cut this person out, they're thinking that. They're worried about it. They feel like it's very fragile. You know, like it went from a strong connection to something that was very fragile. They're aware that you've been keeping that door open. And I feel like you're getting ready to cut them out completely. And they know it. This is why they're obsessing about you. This is why they're keeping an eye on you. They feel it. So let me see what's affecting this connection. The Nine of Wands, you're exhausted. You actually both are. But I feel like you're exhausted dealing with this person. This person is also exhausted, but there's something financial here that is making them feel tired. It's almost like they feel like everybody in the world is against them. And I feel like you may feel a little bit of that too. Like you're just tired of fighting this battle. You're tired of going to war with other people. You may have been defending this person, I don't know, but I definitely feel like there's defensiveness between the two of you, and you're both exhausted. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome. Four of Swords in the reverse. There's going to be communication. Yeah, there's going to be communication, and it's going to come about because this person really does want to reach out to you. I feel like they've been very isolative. I feel like they've been keeping to themselves, looking at their own wants and needs. This is somebody who can be a little bit selfish with regard to love and emotions. And I feel like they caused a tower moment for you. You're just trying to, and you're exhausted. You're trying to rebuild yourself after everything has crashed. So I don't know exactly what this person did, but I feel like you are just over it. You're getting ready to just really cut them out. Now, remember, you have a tower moment here when things have been built on an unstable foundation. So my advice to you here is to not lean into the feelings, but to try to understand what caused this tower moment. Why was it built on an unstable foundation? And if you do choose to rebuild with this person, to build it on a strong foundation, to repair whatever it was that caused this to crash in the beginning. In other words, lean away from the feelings of anger and anxiety and depression and lean more into solutions. What is the solution here? And if you're not going to rebuild with this person, how do you rebuild yourself in a very stable manner? But I do see communication coming after a break, after a time when, the two of you were not talking. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. Now it can be a couple of things. It's underlying energy, so it can indicate that you're pouring the love into yourself, filling your own cup, because in this particular Ace of Cups, we see an individual, one person. So I feel like most of you are doing that. You're planting seeds, for connection, whether with this person or someone else, but you're really pouring into your own cup right now. Now, for some of you, it can indicate that there could be a new beginning in this connection. So just take it as it resonates. And it doesn't have to be one or the other. It could be both. All right, so let me see. We're going to clarify. Let's see why the Queen of Swords is in the reverse. Queen of Cups reversed. And the Three of Wands. You're tired of waiting for this person to come towards you with any kind of emotion. You feel like this person has been withholding emotion. You may also feel like this is your person, but you're definitely tired of waiting around for them. This is why you're angry. I feel like you're a little bit closed off. I feel like you're not expressing emotions. You have them. You have feelings for this person. They have feelings for you, but you're definitely not on the same page. And I feel like you're questioning whether you should wait around for this person anymore. You're angry that this person hasn't been, expressing their feelings and emotions towards you. Let me see. So they're correct in their assessment that you're getting ready to slam that door shut. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Okay, so we have the Sun. And we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. You're getting clarity on the fact that you're stuck here. You're stuck in this anxiety. Some of you might be even stuck in some depression. And you're just tired of it. You're tired of feeling stuck. You're tired of things not moving forward. You're tired of fighting these battles and feeling like, you know, your back is against the wall. So it's time now for you to look up and see the sun. Because there is sun that is there. There is, you know, a better day, a brighter day. There is happiness there. But in order to access that, you have to lift your head up. You have to be able to overcome these feelings that you've been stuck in for quite some time. And a lot of you are realizing that. A lot of you are getting that clarity. So let me see why the Tower is in reverse. It's hard to do that sometimes. All right, we have the Four of Coins reversed. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, that's that lower vibrational energy that's taking place. And it's because your whole world has crashed here in some aspect. So I do feel like, you know, you might be a little bit depressed. You might be a little bit, you know, lower vibrational right now. I do feel like you're angry with this person. And I do feel like you're trying to rebuild yourself, and it's hard, and you're tired. So I do feel like you'll let your guard down, and you will talk to them, but I also feel like you're going to keep them at a distance here. You're not emotionally open to them at this time. So, and a lot of you are letting this person go, and you're focusing on rebuilding yourself. Let me see why the Eight of Swords is here. We're going to look at their energy. I'm not really seeing that you're open to other energies at this time. We have this Knight of Pentacles here. It's in reverse, so there could be somebody that's been moving towards you very slowly, but I feel like you're not very open to it at the current time. All right, we have the Five of Swords, and we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this person is a little bit in their ego. I'm not going to lie. This is somebody who doesn't fight fair. They're not offering you anything. And a lot of them could be withholding communication because they're seated in their ego. It's a sense of defiance that I'm seeing. But they know that they're not offering you anything. And they are thinking about you. Even if they're acting like they're not, they are. Let me see why the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. This could be somebody that when they get angry with you, they withdraw communication. And that's not a good thing. That's a very immature thing to do. And this person is showing up as immature. All right, so we have the Devil. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. And we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is somebody that is extremely stubborn. So they're basically going to stand their ground, even though they're in this toxic, narcissistic type of energy. They would rather experience a loss than to feel like they've given in. So it's like they're just going to stand their ground here. They're tired, they're exhausted. But there's also something very toxic about this person. So I don't know if this person has some sort of, you know, codependency, or this is some sort of alcohol or drugs. I don't know, but there's definitely something here. They're toxic. It could be because I don't like seeing the Devil along with that Five of Swords. It could be that this is a very narcissistic person that's very selfish, particularly when it comes to love and emotions. But it's like they're very like, how do I word this? They're difficult to get along with, because every time you try to get along with them, every time you try to cooperate with them, they're argumentative. They want to fight. So it's a very angry, toxic energy that you're dealing with here. Let me see the bottom energy. Show me the bottom energy for this person. Look at that, Nine of Cups again. Now, sometimes the Nine of Cups can indicate a very selfish energy, though. Death card in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. So they're blaming you. They're blaming you. They don't feel like things are over. They don't. We have the Death card in reverse twice, and they actually see you as wish fulfillment. But at the same time, this is a very solitary single energy. It indicates coming out with the Devil and the Five of Swords. It's indicating somebody who is very selfish. So this person is still holding on to your energy because they do love you. They're watching you. They're just choosing to love you from afar. And they're literally saying it's because of you. It's because you're angry with them. Wow. So you're dealing with somebody that's extremely stubborn and very toxic. All right, so let me see the energy between Leo and this person. Yeah, you're not taking on new love offers there. All right, so we have the Seven of Coins. We have the Page of Cups reversed. Yeah, you're not accepting new love offers. I feel like you're emotionally kind of closed off. Your focus is still on this person for most of you, or you just haven't found somebody that you do want. A lot of you feel like this person owes you an apology, and that apology has not been delivered, and you're tired of waiting for it. I feel like you do have feelings for them, but you are definitely holding back. You're not emotionally expressing to this person, and a lot of you are starting to feel like, you know, if this person can't come forward and apologize, if all they want to do is argue and create problems, then you're just going to cut them out because you're tired. You're tired of dealing with it. This is somebody who does feel like they've invested a lot in this connection, and they do feel like you are pulling away, but they know they're not offering anything. They know they're not, but yet this is a card of waiting as well. They're waiting to see what you're going to do. Yeah, that's a mistake. So, sorry, cross watcher, but I think that's a mistake. All right, why is the Nine of Wands here? The Magician and the King of Cups. This person literally has the King of Cups twice. So, very strong water sign energy, but what I'm seeing is that this person does love you. But they're just stubborn. They're stuck in some kind of a toxic cycle here. I feel like you're manifesting this person, but you're just tired. You're exhausted. And this is why I don't feel like a lot of you are open to new love currently. Or like I said, you may be manifesting love, but you haven't found somebody that, you know, really interests you. I do think that you feel like you've been stuck for a long time. I see that you're trying to manifest happiness, but it's difficult. You're tired, and you don't trust this person either. So let me see. Show me the outcome for Leo and this person. I have to say that the way this person loves is a little bit toxic. So this is somebody who's not very healthy right now. Doesn't mean they can't be. It just means that they're not. All right, we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. It's interesting because the Emperor came out and it's crossed. It came out literally crossed, not up or down. So I'm going to leave it crossed. And then we have the Nine of Wands. So I feel like it's going to be this person that comes rushing in with the communication. I feel like you're going to communicate as well. But I think you see this person as a player. You feel like this person could be an emperor, but they're refusing to step into that role. It's like neither one of you are really taking control of this situation, but I can understand why you're not, Leo. It's because, you know, you're waiting for this person to take control of the situation, to rebuild this connection on truth and honesty. and therefore turn this Wheel of Fortune into the upright, which you feel would be exactly what you wanted. It, like everything would then be going in the best possible way. This is telling me that there's still stuck energy here. You are angry about it, and a lot of you are feeling like you have to release this person and let them go and rebuild yourself. You're viewing this person as somebody who's out of control in their life, and it does look like they are out of control, and a lot of you are viewing them as being a player. They are going to come rushing in. The thing is, I have to be honest with you, Leo, I still don't see them fully taking control of the situation. This person is still in a toxic energy. I would have liked to have seen that the devil come out in the reverse. And it's in the upright. This person's very defensive. They're in their ego. I feel like they are going to come in to talk with you. However, I still don't see them taking control of the situation. And their behavior is not reflective of their feelings. So that's frustrating. But the bottom line is you can have all the feelings in the world. You can love somebody, but if you can't show them that, you can't demonstrate that to them, then, you know, what good is it? What good is it if you're remaining in a toxic energy? Now, I'm also seeing here that if this person is a business owner or some sort of a person in authority, things are not going well in their life, and they're very preoccupied with all of that, because I see a financial loss, and I see that this person feels like their life is completely out of control. So for some of you, this person just may not have the energy to bring into this relationship right now. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. This is underlying energy, and it does tell me that you may very well slip right back into that role where there's non-communication again. You may also become very angry with this person. There could be an argument or some cutting words that are said as well. So be careful with that. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, and we'll see if there's anything, you know, that will give you further guidance for yourself. I am pulling for Leo. Okay, so 2 came down. I'm going to take the one that went right into the center, though. Number 32. Now that condenses to a 5, and 5s are about changes. It says Phoenix Rising. So give me a second, and I'm going to read that for you. Everything in your life is falling apart in order for you to rise from the ashes with renewed strength. This is not a time to create, but a time to sweep away everything that has not worked in your life. The reason so many things are breaking down and not going your way is because the old cycle of your life is completing. You may feel that you're walking through the fires of life right now in order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth. Sorry about that noise outside, guys. I don't have any control over it. And they get louder when I say that. It says, soon you will not recognize yourself. You are reclaiming your spirit. If possible, try to isolate yourself from the chaos surrounding you. Now is the time for you to feel any pain that you've previously suppressed so that you can heal. The universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can imagine. So let go and trust and anticipate what is coming. And that's how you raise your head up to see the sun outside of that window. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you guys. This looks like a very difficult and tough situation. So I hope that this has brought you some peace and some clarity. If you've resonated with this, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Leo, know that you are loved, and namaste.